What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, I've done several videos in the past about popular makeup artist, entrepreneur, SUPACENT. Okay, and SUPACENT is really popular, especially in the Louisiana scene. She will roast you up. She's hella funny. I watched some of her lives before, but she used to be with a guy by the name of Lou. And Lou was her baby daddy, okay? And Lou was sort of struggling, y'all. Lou was out here dusty. Lou was cheating on her and all of this, and she was taking care of the guy, all right? And so she finally got tired of dealing with Lou. She was talking about how he can't even afford to come see the kid. He ain't got no baby carriage, which really, when, you know, you do all that roasting and you start using those talking points, it's nothing but an indication of you and the fact that you just can't get a guy that's on the same financial level as you. Okay. Now, SUPACENT is not an ugly woman. She's a little urban for my taste, but I don't see anything wrong with her. Again, a little too urban for me, but maybe not for thee. And so let's go to the new boyfriend that she has now, Razor. Now, this is a brother. He says he's an entrepreneur. I'm not going to start hating on him because he's a black man doing something with his life, I assume. So I don't know what he does. She owns Crayon Case Cosmetics, but he is an entrepreneur and an event curator. So I don't know if he's a nightclub promoter, what kind of events or what, right? But they've been together for 1 year. And for her 1 year anniversary, she bought him 2 acres of prime land, and she's about to build him his own damn dream house. Some people say that this dream house that he about to get in cash, and this is the video you're watching in the back, could be upwards of $650,000. All right. So I want to read what he said. Sad music or date music. Man, this is so crazy. I was so focused on making sure our anniversary was special that this was a complete surprise. I'm thinking we just riding around and we pull up to this. They bought me land and hand on-site closing. Thank you so much, baby. Love you. So one day later, he, as you can see in this video, proposed to SUPACENT, right? SUPACENT. And so I'm really thinking about this, and people are really happy for her. But at the same time, well, why are they probably happy for her? Well, one is because they may find that the guy is attractive. I'm not sure if that's the case. But the real reason is that the real reason why I believe they're happy for her is because it represents a culture of what happens to many successful black women in today's world that can't get the man that they really desire. The bosses of the bosses kind of guys, just like they are, those guys are not really available. And so to demean her in any way would expose the truth that maybe SUPACENT, who has a history of dealing with men that make less money than her and not doing very well, that she cannot really deal with dudes above her level, and those guys don't want her. That's what it could say. I'm not saying that that's the truth, but that could be what it's saying, because I have no idea why the hell she's with Lou at all. Okay. She's a hard worker woman. Lou, not so much. She had another guy in between this dude that didn't really work out. This guy, obviously, as it seems, he doesn't earn what she does. But for a woman to buy a man a house, it shows something. Think about most of you women out there who are very beautiful and guys that are really checking for them. Women that even have money. How many of those ladies buy a dude a house? None. SUPACENT sees an opportunity here, like, yo, if I don't lock this dude up, he can get somebody else. And the reality is, He probably could. But what it's showing is that for a lot of successful women that are not in the right situations, now she is a hustler, I'll give her that, right? And not in a bad way, because she's a real businesswoman. A hustler could be having a derogatory connotation. She's not a hustler, but she's a businesswoman. I want to ask women like her, well, where do you position yourself to get the guys like you? And what happens is that a lot of times, a lot of women don't appeal to the top guys. So what you're going to hear is excuses. Well, that's because she dealing with black men. She should have opened up her options and dealt with the white men. Okay, well, SUPACENT, the way that she talks and the way that, she appears and dresses up, SUPACENT is going to have a hard time. If you listen to SUPACENT talk, SUPACENT is very, very hood. Okay, it's going to be very difficult for SUPACENT to appeal to other guys of other race and nationalities. It just is. It's not disrespectful, it's the truth. SUPACENT can only really deal most likely in the black community. All right? And SUPACENT worked very hard and she's talented as hell at what she does. But the only kind of dude that SUPACENT gonna be dealing with is a black dude. And for the dudes that are, earning more than her or at the same level, the question is do these guys want to date her? She already has a kid by Lou, and probably by the time that she was dealing with him, it might have already been too late. And that's what we're not talking about here, is that a lot of black women start to take care of guys. And I'm not saying this is what's happening here, again, because I do not know how much money the guy has or what he makes. But what I am saying is I would guess she is more wealthier than he is. She is a harder worker possibly than he is, or she earns more money than him. Where are the ladies at that can appeal to guys that have more? And then what will happen is, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with the brother, but let's say for example, she buys all that stuff and he's not, going to pass her income level. She going to remind him. That's why I had to buy you that house. You didn't buy that house. I bought you that house. And see, that's a lot of black men who get in relationships with ladies like that, and they end up being sunned. And me and Dr. T.S. I'm not going to talk about that. A lot of brothers get in relationships where a woman is maybe a little older than them, are doing better than them, and the sex might be good. You might be knocking off the socks. She might be crazy about you. But then the problem is that the woman doesn't respect you. The woman doesn't respect you. Because the woman looks at you like she can't get nothing from you. She can't learn nothing from you. You won't take care of her. You can't take care of her. You're like a son to her. And the only thing you good for really is just being around and running her errands and doing her bidding whenever she get ready. And a lot of ladies end up being unhappy situations like that. And rest assured, that kind of behavior is coming more or less out of black America soon. It's going to be a lot of successful black women taking care of guys they find are attractive that just can't do nothing for them. And then they're going to go ahead and be verbally abusing those dudes because those dudes ain't on their level. Somebody got to hear it's going to be those dudes. So guys, this is just another indication. You've seen it with SUPACENT taking care of dudes. You've seen Erykah Badu doing it. You didn't see Keisha Cole doing it. All these sisters is getting up there at 30, 40s. Even Tandy Newton's taking care of a guy. I'm telling you, it's going to be common. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment in the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.